Hey, it's Kendra and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about 2017 goals. I did a 2016 goals video in which I just told you guys my goals for the year, but I thought it would be fun this year to kind of give you guys advice on how to stay on track with your own goals for the year, since this is something that I struggled with last year and I felt like I did a pretty good job of achieving my goals. So I thought I would make this to help you guys out, since we all need a good 2017 next year, because 2016 was very rough to say the least. So yeah, before we get into this video, make sure you are subscribed to my channel down below to stay up to date with my channel and see more videos like these. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so my first tip overall, just generally, write down your goals in a journal, on a paper, somewhere that you will have access to all year and you won't forget where they are. This is just number one, has to be number one. I find that writing down goals is really beneficial because I kind of go back to them and look at them throughout the year, and I put it in like a journal that I know I will use the whole year, so I'm reminded and it's not just some paper that I'll lose like 2 weeks into January. So definitely write it down somewhere you're gonna remember. Post it on your wall, post it on your calendar, somewhere. You can put it in your phone notes. I mean, that's kind of the same. Why my camera keeps doing this? I mean, that's honestly kind of the same thing nowadays. Just put them somewhere that you will see a lot. And my second tip is really related to my first, but just keep going back to them. Maybe at the beginning of each month, kind of do a subset of goals based on your overarching goals. But just try and keep going back to them. Remind yourself of them every couple of weeks. Maybe work on one goal per month or one goal at a time, just to kind of stay on track with them. It can be hard to achieve like all of your goals, especially if you have a lot, but I mean, you do have 365 days, but it's just the fact of going back and keeping track of them and keeping yourself accountable is really helpful. So I definitely do that. Keep going back to them and remind yourself, because then you'll be reminded of, oh yeah, I wanted to make 5 more friends this year, something like that. My third tip is to visualize your goals. So when you're writing them down, visualize yourself doing them. And I find that this is helpful because it just kind of stays in my brain that way. But visualization. Oh my god, why can't I say this word? Visualization is key to achieving goals. Honestly, if you're visualizing yourself achieving them, doing something, succeeding, it kind of brings just like positive energy into your life, and you're kind of like, okay, well, I've done this in my head, so I can definitely do it in real life. So when you're visualizing them as you're writing them down, it can really help, because you're gonna have the mindset of, okay, I'm gonna be successful with them, and it really helps to kind of set that initial like positive thinking for them. And I find that it really helps when I'm writing them down and kind of visualizing myself achieving them, actually, rather than, oh, I'm writing this down but I know I'm not going to achieve it. Like, that's just pointless. Like, don't even write it down. Like, try and think of yourself actually succeeding a goal that you're writing down. And my fourth tip is to start small. If you're kind of stuck with goals that you think are too big or whatever, just start with small goals. You can set a couple of small goals in January. Once you achieve those, you can set some bigger ones. But if that's kind of scary for you to set a lot of huge goals for the year, just start with small ones. It can be really simple, like wash the dishes more or exercise more. Just something like, maybe rather than saying I want to exercise every day for an hour, you can start with I want to exercise 1 more day a week, or I want to exercise for 15 more minutes a day. Something small that over time will build up and allow you to kind of like add on to those goals throughout the year. I find that that can be really helpful, just to start in a small place and then kind of build on that. And my fifth tip is to, after like 6 months into the year, so around June, do a big catch up and touch up with your goals. And I know I said, you know, remind yourself every month or whatever, but I find doing a halfway point, like halfway through the year, really helps and kind of reminds yourself of what you're doing the goals for, what your goals are, how you're going to achieve them. But doing a checkup halfway through the year is really helpful, because otherwise it's easy to forget them and, you know, forget that you even set goals. So doing a halfway checkpoint is really helpful, and if you achieve some of those goals, you can tick them off and then you can write some more goals. So it's really up to you, but I definitely recommend doing a halfway point check-in, because that can be really helpful. And my next tip is to keep yourself accountable. Like, tell people about your goals, tell your family, your friends, and telling them will make it more real for yourself. This really helps me. I don't know, I just talk to my mom and my best friends about goals that I have or something I'm going to do in the future, and I find that talking more about it, I find different ways to achieve goals or different inspirations, or you know, they'll tell me what they think about it and like encourage me. But if you're telling a lot of people, chances are, especially the ones that you care about and they care about you, they're going to encourage you to achieve your goals as well. So telling more people about them and asking them ways of, hey, do you have any advice, or is there any way you could help me achieving this goal if it's like a big one, but that definitely helps, just talking to people about your goals, because it keeps you excited, keeps them excited, so then you're just like cheering each other on. You can help them with their goals and inspire them. Alright, well I think those are all my tips, my main tips for achieving your 2017 goals. I'm probably going to be posting this on my blog as well, just kind of writing more about it, my goals, so I can kind of go into more depth about it. But yeah, I definitely have some goals for 2017, some bigger ones than last year, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good 2017 and set some good goals. I really am hoping for a better year than 2016, and I wish you guys the best of luck as well. I think that's it for this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you found it helpful at all, and in the comments down below, write some of your goals or how you achieve your goals, any tips you have, write them down there in the comments. But yeah, I think that's it. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!